Allison Parikh, and today we're going to be talking about SB 840, a brand new California law that changes how the state fights against climate change and what that means for communities like San Luis Obispo. Back in 2006, California passed a major climate law that sets rules for cutting greenhouse gas emissions. It even created a system called the cap and trade, where companies buy and trade allowances for how much they can pollute, according to the California Air Resources Board. This means that the states set these allowances and the money goes into something called the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund. So you may be asking, what does this bill actually do? Well, SB 840 changes how that money is spent. Instead of leaving things open-ended, SB 840 directs the state to divide the fund into specific categories like clean transportation, affordable housing, clean air and water, wildfire prevention, agriculture, clean energy, and climate prevention.
And here in San Luis Obispo, organizations like ECOSLO are already doing hands-on work that improves our environment.
Our main three programs now are, we have a urban tree planting program. So we are going to plant over 250 15-gallon trees in and around the city of SLO this year. And our second program has to do with beach and creek cleanups. And in September, we did our largest cleanup event, which was a Creasy Coast cleanup, and we picked up about 8,000 pounds of trash, and we had about 800 volunteers come out.
Right now, some programs are automatically receiving the money every year, but under SB 840, those automatic payments stop on July 1st, 2026. And after that, a new priority system takes over to ensure that the climate funds go where they are needed most. Carbon offsets lets companies pay for climate projects instead of cutting their own emissions directly. The bill requires the state to study how well these offsets are working by the end of 2026, update all offset rules by using the best science by 2029, and review them again 5 years after that. So what does that mean for San Luis Obispo? A more targeted investment in things like cleaner transportation, wildfire resilience, affordable housing, and renewable energy. SB 840 helps make sure climate dollars are used wisely, fairly, and effectively across our state.
And at the local level, climate action is something everyone can take part in.
If anybody cares about, the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, all those things, I think it's really important. But I think that a lot of folks tend to put their, head in the sand and say, I hope somebody else will solve it. But the fact of the matter is that we're doing the work. We're here to, plant trees and do all of the things to help with our pollution problem.
In short, SB 840 updates how California invests its climate money, brings more accountability, and supports a cleaner and safer future. And because it's an urgency law, SB 840 goes into effect right away. Thank you so much for watching. Stay curious and stay climate smart, SLO.